friends, I'm back with another video in the series of my Grace Notes journal, and this time I'm going to do 10 fun pockets. So I have a list of 10 pockets here. I've kind of done probably a little bit more than that in here. And then I've also got a bonus freebie with 2 more pockets, so I'm going to show you that at the end. So I'm just going to go through the pockets here. I just wanted to say also that normally my journal process is not quite so grungy. I like to have, especially the journal pages, I have a hard time kind of grunging them up. But yesterday, I don't know if you guys ever have, one of those days where you just have kind of a creative explosion and everything ends up on your desk and you're just pulling things and splattering things. And that's what happened to me yesterday. And I really loved the process. I'm not sure if I love the final result yet, but be patient with me because I'm showing this in stages. Like, we start with the pages. Now we're doing pockets. We'll do tags, we'll do tabs, ornaments, and all that kind of stuff next. So normally when you see a journal, it's a little bit more of a final stage usually. And so this is really in the draft stage, if you will. So just be patient with me. And if it doesn't turn out the way I want it to, it's still, I enjoyed the process. And I think that's what it's about, especially when we're, pouring our art out for the Lord. I was meditating and thinking and, it was just the process. I did enjoy the process. So when I use this journal, I will remember that. This is not something that I'm going to, be selling or whatever. So I'm just going to enjoy, the process that I went through. Anyways, on with the pockets. So I have 10 fun pockets here. The first one is top and bottom tucks is what I called it. And I do have like other pockets that we made with the pages, like there's a pocket there. So there's those as well. And these are kind of pockets / tuck things in there as well. This is the one I wanted to show you. And what you do is I just took one of my journal cards that was with the kit and I measured 1.5 inches from that edge, 1.5 inches from that edge. So you can see that 1.5 from there and then 1.5 to the end there. And then I just drew a line from there right to the edge and I just cut those off. So I actually did this on my trimmer. I even measured it on my trimmer, but this is easy enough to do it this way as well. And then this part goes, you can do either at the top or the bottom, whichever. I put it at the bottom this time, and then it makes 2 tucks. So you could certainly sew this. Because I had sewn on this page already, I decided not to sew again. Because I didn't want to ruin the integrity of the paper, but it would probably be better to sew it. But you could sew all around there. And then I wanted to divide this pocket, so I just glued here, but certainly you could sew that as well. And then I just did here and here. So this part is open here. So I just glued there and there and there and there. So there's 2 bottom pocket / tucks, and then there's 2 tucks at the top on that one. So that's kind of a fun one. It's a little bit different. I like to distribute the weight sometimes at the top because we often have too much weight at the bottom. So there's that one. This one was, I had made some stencils using my Cricut and I stenciled some things and I thought that might be kind of a cool pocket. So I just stuck this in there to show you. I'm going to make a tag to fit in here and we'll do tags in a different video. But it's basically, I just glued the stencil on 3 sides. I put a piece of rickrack at the bottom and that's my... you have to be careful putting the tag in since it's all open there, but there. I think that's kind of a cool looking pocket. And you could use, anything cut out for that type of pocket. Here's one that I saw a while ago and I've made it a few times and I think it's kind of cool. So it just looks like a normal pocket at this point, but you open it up and it's the bottom of a paper bag. So this was really easy to do as well. I don't have a paper bag right here, but what I did is I just cut, you know, where the bottom of the paper bag is, I just cut it, the rest of the top of the bag flush with that. And then I glued the bottom of the bag onto my page, and then it just, you know, normally folds up like that, and I just covered this and made a little tab just showing that it's going to flip up. If you want to see any of these things in more detail or have questions on how I did them, just let me know and I'll be happy to do that or show you. This one is a little bit of a flip, and what I did is when I was doing my jelly press printing, this was sort of my scrap roller, and I did it on a couple of index cards, and I thought, nah, I'm just gonna stick them in there. So I just taped the index cards together. I taped a little bit of a flap inside between the two index cards, and so that makes a pocket between the two there, and it flips up for something else there. So there's that. This, I just put a belly band here, and this is a series of 3 pockets, and the pockets are made so that the top one goes all the way down to here, and then the middle one goes all the way down, and then so there's a shallow pocket, a medium pocket, and a deep pocket, and then it's a belly band as well on the bottom. So that's kind of a neat idea. I just did, you know, a scrap of cardstock. I glued 3 pockets, and then I rounded the edges, and I just basically glued. You could also sew around those edges. Sewing would probably give you a little bit roomier pocket there. So there's that one. Oh, I'm supposed to be showing you here. So the stencil pocket, that was that stencil I showed you, the paper bag pocket. And the index card flip out is that one we showed you. So that's a paper bag pocket bottom. And here's the index card flip. And here's the belly band with the triple pocket. And the next one is 3 staggered pockets. So I just made 3 pockets. I just used tracing paper, copy dyed tracing paper for the pocket part. So they're a little bit translucent. You can see through them. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but I can see the tag through there. So I just did 3 of those. I sewed around the pocket and staggered them, so I'll decorate them a little bit more, but then you can have 3 usable pockets on one page like that. So there's that one. And then a sewn pocket with triple pocket tag. So this one I had already sewn on before this pocket, so that was one of the journal cards in the kit. And then I made another one of those triple pockets like I did on the belly band. It's the exact same thing, except I just made it wider. And again, the top pocket goes all the way down, and then the medium pocket. So, you know, you could use quite a long tag in the very top there. So, and then this one, I probably put something on the back, so it would be like a journaling card / pocket tag into a pocket. So there's that one. And then I have slot pocket is the next one. And again, these ones were when I did the pages, I put that together. And this one as well, I folded that up. Here's my slot pocket. And you can get a die cut for these from various places. I know Tim Holtz has one. I also made a kit with a slot pocket, which you can pick up. And I showed you 3 different ways to cut it out. On a video. I'll link that video down below. This one, I just glued it on 3 sides, actually 4 sides. I glued the top as well. And it's kind of neat. You just, you know, stick little things. It's kind of neat to put little tickets or that sort of thing. And you can put them in any of the slots, and it kind of goes down. And it's just kind of an interesting looking pocket. And this one I just cut out of an old file folder just for kind of the grunge factor, I guess. So that's one signature. And then the other signature, I don't have that many pockets yet. I have a folded box top pocket. So that is this. So I just basically cut out, it was a 10 by 12 inch piece, and I measured 2.5 inches in from both sides and 3 inches from the top and bottom and scored it there. And then I cut out all of the corners, and then I rounded these corners. I had a little piece of this tissue left with the silver paint on it, so I just kind of collaged that on there. I made a pocket at the bottom here, so you can put a pocket there, and you can even lay some stuff just on there like that. You could even put pockets here if you want. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do in there, but if it'll look different next time. So there's that one, and then you just fold it like a box top. That's why I called it a folded box top pocket. There. So folded box top pocket and coffee filter pocket, which is just this one here. This one I just did had a piece of cardstock that kind of matched, so I just glued it on two sides for kind of a tuck there too. I didn't really count that one. And this was just a coffee filter, just one of those cone-shaped ones. And I just used decal edge scissors and cut it on the top, and I glued it on the edge and glued the bottoms. So on this side it's, you know, just a nice big pocket tuck on that side, and on this side it's just kind of a crazy looking whatever's left for a little pocket on that side. So that, I think, is all my pockets. These were built into the pages as well, so that I just stuck a couple of things in there just to hold the spot. That was just an envelope wrap, and then there'll be something there, something there. As you can see, I had a bit of an explosion here. I had a comment on the video that said, I'm anxious to see how it's all going to tie together, and I said I'm anxious too. I'm not sure about this one, but like I said, I really did enjoy the process. This flips open like this. I did a little bit of collage and more stamping, and I did gesso and some inks, and this was a distress spray that I just sort of dribbled on, and I put it on these pages and I pressed them together, so I did get some grunge on the journal pages after all. This one has a pocket there. This one is a little bit of a flip. That's not a pocket, but so I have those. And then this pocket slash tag thing, envelope thing, I made, and I showed you a little bit on the first video, so you can look back and check that out. But that has a little paper clip, and this is like a little envelope pouch. I sewed around the edges and put one of the sentiments on there. And then I made a journal card with one of the tags that was with the kit, and I made a new paper for the back with lines. I'll give that as a freebie coming up. I'm not sure which day exactly, but and then I just put a little I Love Jesus charm on there, so that one would qualify as a pocket as well, pocket slash envelope. And then here's your freebie for today, and it's got two pockets basically. This is a flip out pocket, and this is a pocket with a flap, and you can pick this up on the coffee shop. I'm going to put it in there for 1 week for free, and then I'm going to bundle all the freebies with the kit. So it's the 11th today, November 11th, so till November 18th. You can pick this up for free, November 18th, 2022. You can pick this up for free at the coffee shop, and after that it'll be bundled with the Grace Notes kit, so you can still get it from there. So I'm going to show you quickly how to put this together, so I'm going to just pause for a second and get it all cut out, and then I'll show you how to put together quick. Okay, so I got my two pockets cut out and inked around. Here's the first one here. So it comes like this, and I forgot to mention I printed one of the backing papers on the back as well. You don't see the whole thing, but you see a little bit of it. And I also printed it on cardstock, so your choice. So what you do is, this will be a pocket. You could actually do it as a flip as well, but I'm going to do it as a pocket. So I'm just going to glue on the bottom here and up this edge. So I'll just glue that there. And then on the back, I'm going to glue it completely onto the page. You could also make it into a tuck here, but I think I'm just going to glue the whole thing down this time. So So I'm just going to glue that down. This is a neat little pocket. It's probably been done before, but I designed it digitally some time ago, and I've had it in a couple of my kits in the past as well. Okay, so that just gets glued onto there. And when you turn the page, it just basically looks like a pocket, and there'll be, you know, something inside the pocket like that. And then it also opens up like a flip, and there's journaling space there, and kind of a neat little pocket. So there's that one. When I'm doing the, I print on both sides. I print on the back, so I keep these offcuts, and sometimes I use them, you know, for different things in the project later. I have just a little bin here, well, a big bin, and these are all the things that I've just sort of either pulled for this project or just little offcuts or whatever, things that match, and I just throw everything in here as I'm working, and then at the end I'll, you know, save anything that might be worth saving and throw away the rest. So that's just my process there. And here's the other pocket that I cut out. So it's in two pieces like this. And what I did is I scored, on the other pocket as well, I did score after I cut it out. I scored there, and I scored along there, and then inked those edges. So this one comes in two pieces like this. I guess I did not ink this top part here. Just put a tiny bit of ink there. So this one is kind of a double pocket sort of thing as well. Okay, I kind of changed my mind on how I was going to do this pocket. I was thinking I would do a pocket here and also a pocket here, but just the way this pocket was constructed, it kind of didn't work out that way. It would be a little flimsy. So I took one of the other journal cards and I glued that on just on these two sides in the back, and then I glued just the tiny corners between these two pieces together, and then I took this whole piece and I glued it on these three sides, actually four sides, all four sides there. So, and put that on top. So now I have a little pocket there and a really large pocket there, and this is just kind of a full pocket there. So I think that turned out really, really cute that way. I might put a little tab here of some sort, Velcro dot, or a little tab here to keep that closed. But I'm happy with how that ended up turning out. So next time we'll do tags or maybe some ornaments. I'm not sure exactly, but we'll see in a couple of days, and we'll continue with the journal. Thanks, friends.